Greetings, everyone. I am Charles Benoit with ReggaeSteadySka.com, your source worldwide for all cool things ska, reggae, and rocksteady. And when you're looking for your source information, where do I look? Where does the world look? Well, everybody looks at Do the Dog Skazine. And we're here today with the brains and the man and the work behind Do the Dog Skazine, Kevin Flowerdew. Greetings, sir.
Hello, how you doing?
I am outstanding. Not only are you the guy behind the Do the Dog Skazine, which is a must. If you're watching this, you probably already have it, so you know who he is, whichever side the picture's coming up. Also author of Memoirs of a Ska Librarian, which you definitely should.
Oh yes.
A fun read. And 4 back issues that you cover the major years of the releases that you did for the different things, ending with this fabulous band that we're going to talk about today.
Who are those strange-looking fellows?
Yeah. First of all, have I captured everything you're involved in? Is that all the projects you have going on right now?
Yeah. Currently, the main threads of stuff that I'm doing is always ongoing is the Rude Skazine. The Ska Librarian zines is a branch off of that, which is sort of trying to track back to give people who missed the early zines a chance to read what I wrote then. And the Bakesys band is ongoing as well. When we come out of our slumber every once in a while,
Well, you're out of your slumber right now with a fabulous dub version from a song from More Bakesys' album. Tell us a little about that.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's when we initially did the More Bakesys recordings in 2017. The aim at the time was to do like a full-length album, but for various reasons, we only released a 5-song CD in the end. But we did
smart marketing.
We kind of picked what was most ready and what sounded good, and we wanted to get on with it, and so we released that. But we also had extra tracks that like keyboard demos and other tunes that weren't quite ready, so we thought we'd sort of hold them back for to possibly release when they were more ready. So over the next couple of years, our bass guy Steph has released a couple more singles of those tracks, and now we're finally getting around to releasing More Bakesys on vinyl. So we thought what would be a cool idea to bring the collection of tracks up to full album length would be for him to play around with 2 or 3 of the songs to create dub mixes to make it an album length basically. And the first one of those, the Rainy Day Dub, which we released a few days ago, is actually a remix of the Anything and Everything track, which is the opening track on the More Bakesys CD EP. So we've unleashed that one, and the response to that so far has been really promising. So Steph's now
it should be. It's first of all, the original song, for those of you who are playing at home and remember it, it was one of those wonderful uplifting songs about how everything's going great and the world is a beautiful place. It had a little darker message than that, actually. And the dub, without repeating the same things, carries that same vibe through the song. And it's very, the dub really captures that feel of the original song and most of the original tracks on the album as well. Fabulous job. Who did the work on that? You said your bass player.
He does the. He's got his own home studio setup, so he does all the mixing and production and of the tracks. We tend to he'll do a version, for example, for this dub that we've just done. he just did a dub version, and then he sends it to me by email, and I'll sort of go through it and say, well, I like that bit, I don't like that bit, I like that bit. Obviously, at the moment, we can't sit in the same room together and do this together, so he has to send it to me, and then I will like pick holes in it and praise bits, and then that goes back to him, and then he'll come back the next day with another version, and after doing that about 10 times.
So you don't get to just criticize over his shoulder. You get to criticize online over his shoulder, just one step removed. So
it's a better form of criticism, I feel, because he doesn't get a chance to answer.
I'm sure he loves it that way. I'm sure it's so much easier. I'm kind of curious what songs you're going next. There's always been with your songs, with so much spoken word and natural captured audio, I guess we'll say, from movies or other sources like that. There's always been to me, a little Big Audio Dynamite Don Letts feel.
Yeah. We were Big Audio Dynamite fans within the band. I hadn't actually thought of that as a direct influence, but that is true. That they were a band that we were all into back in the day. We do like Steph like collects a lot of those kind of 50s, 60s, or would you call them commercials or infomercials?
Yeah. Are those real? Those were not redone just for the. Those are real things you've picked up and found along the way?
Yeah, no. So some of them I actually found just on YouTube videos and sort of pointed Steph in the direction of them, and then he lifted the audio from, and
when you say lifted, you mean artistically acquired sound to use.
Yes. Yeah.
And you guys talked about what song you want to put to the dub next?
I think the next one he's going to work on is No Time for Counting Sheep.
Right.
Which was the 5th song on the EP. I was keen for him to tackle When the Zombies Come, because I thought that would be cool with Halloween and with the pandemic.
Well, I've got to tell you, my personal favorite that I can't wait to hear is the Golden Brown Toast song. The keyboards in there are just so upbeat. If you listen to that thing and you're not just sitting there smiling, then you've got deeper issues that a song isn't going to fix.
Yeah, no, that's. I'm also very keen for him to do that. The Golden Brown Slices of Toast, the Modern Office, and the Day Trip tracks were all just me. They're all just keyboard demos, and Steph just put the audio and added drums and things to them. But they were basically all just keyboard demos of of ideas that I'd had for songs, and that we kind of ran out of time to get them to fruition for the EP release. But I really liked the songs, and I kept sort of bugging him saying, you can do something with this, dig out some audio, stick it on there. And when he came back with Golden Brown Slices of Toast, I was, it's great. So yeah, I shall pass on to him that we need a Golden Brown dub as well.
There you go. Yeah. So most important question, where can people, anybody in the know already knows how to subscribe to Do the Dog Ska Scene. And if you're not, folks, there's no hope for you. Where can they go get the Bakesys music right now today?
Right. The kind of place where we push out all our news and stuff is obviously social media, the Bakesys social media channels like Facebook and Instagram, also on the Do the Dog Music Facebook page. We're just in the process of getting all the releases onto Spotify and iTunes, Apple Music, all that malarkey. Most of it is already on Bandcamp, so if you search for the Bakesys Bandcamp, a lot of it's actually on there for free to stream and download. We do have CDs still of the Studio Selections CD that we did, and also the More Bakesys EP. They're available from, well, messaging the
And the vinyl. What about the vinyl?
Oh, vinyl, yep, that's hopefully coming. Well, Steph's still working on a couple more dubs, so hopefully it will be 12 tracks at least altogether. So looking at, well, I think vinyl takes longer than CDs for it to arrive once it goes into production. So we're probably looking at early next year that it will finally materialize. But yeah, that will be, we'll set that up by Do the Dog Music Bandcamp page, so people will be able to buy the vinyl directly from there. And outside the UK, we also usually trade in the US with Chuck Wren from Jump Up Records, and in Europe with people like Ozzy from Grover Mosquito Promotions. So people in different territories will, the best way to get it would probably via their local person, like Chuck or Ozzy, because postage is crazy expensive these days. But
that's fantastic. Well, what I would encourage people is, while you can stream the music for free on those things, remembering to chip in a few bucks for the band makes a huge difference. So if you would buy this guy a beer, or if you would buy anybody in the band a beer, if you saw them at a club, buy them a virtual beer, buy a track, or the whole album, buy one track, buy them one at a time, however you want to do it. Pick up a couple tracks, buy them a couple beers, and support the scene. Kevin, thank you so much for your time with us today.
No problem. It's great to finally to get to talk to you and to
get together finally,
face to face after all these years. Yeah, no, it's great.
All right, sir. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Tune in back here again. I am Charles Benoit, your host for ReggaeSteadyScas.com, video, Zoom, whatever. See you next time.